Wait, what? Zelenskyy is out here saying Ukraine needs nukes. Are we seriously doing this right now? Oh, and Trump's former envoy. He's shutting that idea down hard. He says the chances of this happening are slim to none. So, let's break this down. Does Ukraine even stand a chance at getting nuclear weapons or NATO backing? Or is this just wild talk? Buckle up, people, because this one's gonna be crazy. Breaking down the news. Alright, so here's what's happening. Zelenskyy, the president of Ukraine, is saying Ukraine either needs NATO membership or brace yourself nuclear weapons to defend itself against Russia. Now, if you're thinking, wait, didn't Ukraine give up nukes years ago? You'd be right. Ukraine actually had nukes after the Soviet Union collapsed in the 90s, but handed them over in exchange for security guarantees. And we all know how well that turned out. Spoiler alert, not great.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
But now, Zelenskyy wants serious protection, either from NATO or by bringing the nukes back. And honestly, you can't blame him for wanting more security after everything Ukraine has been through. The reality check why this won't happen. Now, here's where things get interesting. Trump's former envoy, Keith Kellogg, just shot this idea down hard. He basically said Ukraine getting nukes. Not happening. NATO membership. Probably not happening either. And honestly, he's not wrong. Why nukes are off the table? First of all, the US and NATO would never allow Ukraine to go nuclear. Why? Because that would be a World War III fast pass. Russia is already losing its mind over NATO giving Ukraine weapons. Imagine how they'd react if Ukraine suddenly had nuclear missiles pointed at Moscow. Yeah, not great. Why NATO membership is a long shot. Now, what about NATO? Well, here's the problem. If Ukraine joins NATO right now, that would mean the US and Europe would be obligated to go to war with Russia. And let's be real, NATO does not want to be dragged into a full-scale war. They'll send weapons, they'll talk tough, but actually putting boots on the ground, nope. What should Ukraine do? So what does Ukraine do now? They're fighting a war, but they're not in NATO and they can't get nukes. Kellogg says the only way forward is negotiations. But what does that even mean? Would that mean Ukraine giving up territory? Would they just have to accept that Russia took parts of their country? That's a hard pill to swallow. But at the same time, how long can this war go on? With NATO hesitant and nuclear weapons off the table, what's the real way forward for Ukraine? So I want to hear from you. What do you think? Should Ukraine push harder for NATO? Should they try negotiating? Or are we just looking at a never-ending war? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you liked this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next video.